Hey everyone, this is Heather with Chic Wreaths, and today I'm going to show you how to do this burlap flower. I did add cotton to this one. I'm using this mason jar. I'm going to paint it and put it inside of the wreath. But I'll go ahead and show you how I do this one. For the supplies, I purchased a roll of 5.5 inch burlap, like this one, at Walmart. It runs around $3.50, and you can see right there I already cut 32 pieces that are 15 inches long. I use a wire wreath form from Hobby Lobby. It's $1.99. That's 8 inches. And these things I got in the knitting section. They come in a pack of 12, I think, around $3. And there you can see I purchased some rope. That is in the Christmas section at Hobby Lobby. It was less than $3. I have Chanel stems and some cutting tools. I also have 4 zip ties and a glue gun. Alright, so again, I cut 32 pieces of this burlap. It's 15 inches long, and it's 5.5 inches wide. Now, once you put all of these on your wreath form, you can cut more if you wish to do so and put it on a different run. Now, I'll show you what I mean by that once we get to that point. But at least start with 32 pieces. I find it's easier if you go ahead and cut everything that you need from the beginning. But the first thing I'm going to show you is how to attach this to your wreath form, the wire. Now, they do sell this in, I do believe, 8 by 10 pieces. You can go ahead and purchase one of those if you don't find these round ones, and lay the form down on it and trace out the inside of this circle and then cut it out, and it'll be the same thing. So alright, so we want to go ahead and put one of your zip ties through one of the holes like this, and attach it to the inside, the first run of this form here. These are the most finicky zip ties I've ever purchased. They do not like me. So what I do is I leave a little bit like that until I get each of them on. So you see how this one's there? I'll pull it pretty tight and put this one here. If you put it on the outside of the next space right here, it keeps it from moving around so much. Alright. I'm putting 4 of these on there, just make sure it's good and secure. That way you don't have it moving around. Alright, so just go back and make sure all of them are pulled tight. And then just cut off the excess. And you can pull those towards the back. So it should look something like this. If it's, typically I don't like how it comes up more like that, but it's okay if it does. Okay, so the next step would be to add the rope. I'm going to cut off the pieces that are sticking up like this. Okay. So go ahead and add some glue. I don't know if I have it hot enough yet. To the center. And you want to make sure it goes down in those holes as well, because that's what's really going to hold on your rope. And just stick that to the middle. You can see it's pushing out the back a little. That's what we want it to do. And you can even go as far as take a Chanel stem, a little piece of it here. Flatten that out. That way you know it's good and secure. Okay, so once that's on there, I add a little more glue. Taking out this glue stick, it's not working very well. Alright, yep, that works a lot better now. Okay. So what I do from this point is just add more glue to the bottom and to the rope that's already there. And then just start twisting that. You can push down as you go. I need to get a bigger glue gun. I've seen people that have the pot looking thing. It looks like a pan, and they melt glue in there. think my grandmother had one in her flower shop, but it was always so messy, and then she would leave it on and it would smoke. You guys have to tell me if you have one and what you think of it. Alright, so when you get closer to the end, I typically put a lot of glue there because I just want to make sure it's nice and secure. And I believe I'll end it right here. I left my big scissors at my grandpa's house. Okay. So when you cut this off, depending on what type of rope that you purchase, like this one is going to have a lot of pieces that are loose. So I typically just take my glue like this and go over it like so. That way it keeps it from sticking up or unraveling. Alright, so once you get that done, I would suggest coming back through and adding glue to the back. Because it will not hurt it. So your center is done. Alright, for your next step, I'll just take a bunch of chenille stems and cut those in half because there's no need to waste half of it if you don't need to. So I'll keep those over there just in case we need more. And this is the part that I like the least. So you have your mesh and you're going to want to pull each end and fold over the middle. And then take your stem, put it in the middle like this, pull down, and twist. Now I'll only twist once or twice because the farther that, or depending on how many times you twist it, it'll stick out farther from your frame, and that's something you want to avoid. So you're going to have to do that with each of these. And I go ahead and do it before I start adding them on. I do believe on my last one I cut these a little bit shorter. I think around 10 inches. But I wanted to have longer petals this time, so we'll see how it looks. So if it looks bad and the petals are too long, go with 10 inches on your petals. If it looks good, do the 15. Or do whatever you want. Whatever you think will look good. Alright, so I'll continue doing these, and I'll be right back once I get them finished. Okay, so that's what it'll look like once you get all of them done. So I'll start putting these on. So I go on the very first ring here, because the closer that you get to the rope, the better it'll look. So I just want to make sure I didn't glue over that, because that will be bad. That's where my flower goes, my petals. Okay. So you just slide it through like this and twist. And I fold it under, that way it's not sticking out on you. And then you just repeat. I typically put about 8 of these from here to here. If you want it more full, by all means, add as many as you want. Okay, I put you guys on pause. My brother came home, so I didn't want you to be like, what's going on? But I went ahead and finished with 8 here, and that's what it'll look like. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest, and then we'll take a look at it. So this is what it'll look like when the back is finished. I went ahead and folded each of these down, that way they're not sticking out and scratch your door. And this is what the front looks like. As you can see, you can't even see the rope, so just lay it down and flatten it out. And a lot of people set books on top of it or something heavy, that way. And they'll do that overnight, so those will lay down flat. But we'll hang it up and let you see it. So here's what it looks like finished and hanging on the wall. Now you can go back through and cut all of these pieces that are hanging on the ends. That's just where it frays from where you're putting those on there. Or you can leave it, whatever you like. But that's it, pretty simple. And here they're both hanging together. You can see the 10-inch cut hanging on the bottom, and then the 15-inch cut hanging on the top. So depending on what size that you're wanting, just go for that look, 10 inches or 15 inches. Thanks for watching.